Welcome back, true believers and spectacular Spidey fans, and I feel like I just got hit in the face by a train or something with what in the world is going on right now with Insomniac Games, and I'm still kind of recuperating from what is going on, and I'm still gathering my thoughts from everything. That's why I'm kind of speaking in kind of weird ways, and I'm stuttering a lot because my mind is just going crazy right now with what the heck is just going on with the recent updates on Insomniac Games' Twitter page in regards to Spider-Man PS4. However, it's not as bad as it might seem if I interpret it in the way that I will eventually, describing it to you guys how I am taking these tweets and how you guys should take these tweets as well. Now, a couple of things. One, my video where I said that the polishing stage was confirmed, I do apologize if I misled any of you guys or anything. That tweet legitimately seemed very thorough in the sense that Insomniac Games was hinting at the fact that they were in the polishing stage for the game of Spider-Man PS4. Turns out right there, they're not. And I will read these tweets to you guys eventually. But another announcement, a good one, is that Nate the Great and Vigilante Spider will now be added to the Spidey Squad. I feel terrible that I didn't add you guys in the first place. I'm so sorry that I didn't do that in the beginning. I meant to get all Spider-Man PS4 related channels or just really cool channels in general to be a part of the Spidey Squad, and you guys are now added to it as soon as I upload this video. Thank you guys so much for being so awesome. You guys deserve it. Now, as for these tweets, I don't even know what to say at this point, but I will read them to you right there. Damien JMG tweets to Insomniac Games, "Are you polishing the Spider-Man PS4 game or still busy with just adding things?" And Insomniac Games responds, "We are still in full development." I'm going to continue these tweets here. Again, I'm just gathering my thoughts from all these tweets right now. That's why my mind is kind of abrupt and blank at this point. Just kind of like, again, I just feel like I got hit in the face by a wrecking ball or something. I don't know how to really take this. Why do I keep hearing hashtag Spider-Man PS4 is in the polishing stage? Is that true? Asked by Manlyism. Insomniac Games replies, "We're still very much hard at work on it." Spidey PS4 Hype tweets, "You have no clue if you're touching things up." Okay then. So he asked the question. Insomniac Games says, "No clue why you keep hearing that." So, the reason why they keep hearing that is because of us. Because of how Insomniac Games, since they are not talking about the game at all or showing anything related to the game, it is upon us and the rest of the Spidey Squad to just speculate, analyze, theorize, and just overall guess of what could happen for Spider-Man PS4, speculate on things, report on some recent news on their tweets, and just see whatever the heck we can get in regards to this game that relates to news reports. And of course, since Insomniac, again, is very much hard at work on the game, like I've said tons of times before, and like they've said tons of times before, they don't have time to really answer our tweets or keep tabs on certain videos regarding the Spider-Man PS4 because how they're the ones who are making the game. So, how to take this? They're working hard on the game, yes. They're not in the polishing stage anymore. Okay? They never were, I should say. They've just been working on the game full-time as development. Got it. But how do you take the polishing stage as a game developer? Now, for those of you who don't know, because it seems like a lot of you guys don't really understand what the polishing stage is for some reason. The polishing stage for a game in general is this. Is where, okay, you finish the entire development of the game, meaning that the game beta stage is done. Finished. That means when you get the game, the full-on polishing of the graphics, making them look really pretty, making the gameplay run smooth, making the frame rate run smooth, making the story feel like it's a really cohesive narrative, that makes it all the more thorough and in-depth as a game, making sure all gameplay elements are working just fine, making sure the settings are all adequate for the system that's running on. That is the polishing stage, meaning that the entire development of the game is done, meaning the levels are layered out, the story's finished, the gameplay segments are finally done and put into the game. The polishing stage is making them better, is to make them fully looked upon and just totally edited and totally polished as a whole product for us to get our hands on and play in the final stage of the product. So, when they say that they're on full-on development for the game, they are on 100% full development, yes, because they're still developing the game. But polishing for their minds could mean this. When they say that we are in development, it could still mean that they are so far along in the game that they're still trying to fix some things with it. I mean, again, Insomniac Games is known to troll their fans. Look at the trailer, look at the 4K clip, look at the screenshot, look how beautiful the game looks as a game. Again, for the final time, that trailer, in the E3 trailer, and the PS4 Pro clip, were in no way CGI. All of that was either in-game engine scenes or full-on 100% gameplay. So nothing of it is CGI, which is confusing to me on why they're saying this, because they're so far into this game that it boggles my mind on how they keep saying these things like, oh, we are in development, or, the game's not going to show up at PSX, or it's not officially announced, quote-unquote, that it's not going to be a PSX. When they say stuff like that, it just signals to me as a fan and as a gamer and as someone who knows Insomniac Games and what their history is with putting out their games, it just kind of shows to me that they love surprising us again and again and again. They love surprising us. They're not trying to say all this stuff to make us upset or lose hype for the game. They're just telling us the flat-out truth, that they're still in the development. But for gaming developers, the polishing stage could be different. It is different for every game developer on the planet, and this is why. It's because Insomniac Games is developing the Spider-Man PS4 game. Alright, but when you think of it from their perspective, polishing means right before the game is released, like a week beforehand, before the games are even shipping out in the, different marketing places and different retailers to sell the game physically or even electronically. That is when they are polishing it. Like, oh, we got to make sure that this is all good and good and good, so that way we can fully send out the game with tons of copies all across the world. There's people in France, Europe, Japan, China, everywhere. Everyone is excited for this game. Every single person who is a Marvel fan and across the world is super excited for this game. So when news like this comes out, it's just kind of really bedazzling to the mind, seeing what they're trying to do here, and that they're trying to throw us off our balance right now. Like, again, this probably just, smacked you guys in the face reading this. Like, oh, they're just in development? Again, look at the trailer. Please, 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 please look at the trailer. And just also watch Shocked's video in regards to Spider-Man PS4 and its polishing stage. Watch his video, the status update. I will put a link in the video in the description. But does anyone remember this tweet? Remember from James Stevenson, one of the head people from Insomniac Games' marketing? He says right here, nothing like closing out a work week playing some hashtag Spider-Man PS4. So what the heck is going on? When development is happening for a game, that means that they are making sure everything in the game works and that they gotta add more things. They gotta make sure that they put everything in the right way and that they don't mess up and that they use all of their mechanics that they were making thus far, input it into the game properly. So when he says ending a week on the weekend playing Spider-Man PS4, shows to me that they are contradicting themselves, and all these recent tweets and posts on their Twitter and stuff is kind of signaling to me that they're panicking a little bit in regards to the fans, because they know that we are going crazy with lack of news from this game, which is why they're saying stuff like, oh, it's unannounced so far that it won't be at PSX, or we are actually still in development, we're not even in the polishing stage. But then remember stuff like this. Please remember this stuff. Look at the trailer, look how far along it looks as a game. Look at these tweets, look what they're trying to tell us. They're telling us slight little hints that the game is still being made, but it is far along being made, okay? So even though if it technically isn't in the polishing stage, which I still don't 100% believe, I think that they are really close to being finished with the game's development. You could call me crazy, I understand, but just seeing how talented of a studio Insomniac Games is, I highly doubt that they're just saying, oh yeah, we're just still working on the game, we're not even close to being done. I think that they are really close to being done, and I think they are actually hiding something from us. So thank you so much for watching, True Believers. Stay spectacular, everybody. Peace out.